Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Bible Illustrated Hands. Today's question comes from Alexander Atkins from Instagram. He asked, how does one pick his or her patron saint? This is a question that a lot of you guys have asked, so sorry if I didn't mention everyone who has asked it, but I'll do my best to answer it. Now in Serbia, with Serbs that is, this is easy because our saints are pre-picked. You inherit the patron saint of your family, you don't get to pick. So Serbian choices are rather limited. However, assuming that you're converting to Orthodoxy and that you're not a Serb, I will share with you a couple of methods that people use in order to pick their very own special saint. For the first method, it is a little bit, of a work, but because this is, an important decision in your spiritual life, I suggest you go through this method. For this method, you need to take a bull that's not over 1 year of age, and during midnight, take it to the crossroads. Now, as far as the day is concerned, you need to take extreme care that A, it is an odd day, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday and so on, any day but Sunday, and that it is not an eve of an important feast day like Pascha, Christmas, Transfiguration, and so on. Once you have brought the bull to the crossroads, you're supposed to slaughter it and gather up all of its blood. Extreme care should be taken not to spill this blood. A droplet here or there is fine, but if you spill, a significant amount, I highly suggest that you return in 2 days with a different bull. Don't use the carcass of the previous animal. This is very important. Assuming that everything goes fine, as you're slaughtering the bull, you're supposed to turn to your Protestant mother and say, "This is how Christians always did it, mother." Now, it is important also to note here that this is part of the rite, and that you're supposed to do it even if your mother isn't present, or if she's, Orthodox. This was decided on the Second Council of Chalcedon, because it is there to emphasize the superiority of Orthodox faith over heresy. So this is something that simply you have to do. But, you'll survive. Now, once the blood has been gathered, you're supposed to go to your dwelling place, your home, and paint all of its exterior with blood. Now, there are a couple of controversies here. First of all, exterior includes walls and roof, and the rooftop and the doors, but it does not include windows, and it does not include the rooftop. It's if the tiles are made of baked clay. Those are the only exceptions. Now, as the case may be, you might be, converting to Orthodoxy, but you're living in a student campus. This was this was an issue in the church history, and because it was decided that even then you're supposed to paint the entire building, I highly suggest you postpone your conversion to Orthodoxy to a later date. Now, once that is over, you're supposed to spend the night at the house that you have painted in such a way, and as you fall asleep, your saint will appear to you in a dream, and he or she will say, "Hail to you, my name is Saint X, this or that." Now, here I need to emphasize very strongly that however tempted you might be, do not look at what the saint is holding in his or her arms. He or she may appear with his or her hands, clasped, crossed on their chest, on the side, spread in prayer, and so on. But even then, they will always hold something, and you must not look at it. Absolutely. You can do anything, to prevent this from happening. You can avert your gaze, turn your head sideways, close your eyes, whatever it takes, So it's not that difficult to achieve. You only have to, defeat your curiosity. However, if you do happen to, to look at what the saint is holding, I will post a small incantation in the pinned comments, and the issue here is that no one who has dared to gaze upon the thing that the saint is holding managed to say this incantation, because you need to say it very quickly in a quick succession, and it's a tongue twister. But people are usually so shocked at what they see that they're not quick enough to say what needs to be said. And let's just say if it would be better if these people weren't, born than to experience what they will once they wake up. That's one method. Second method is other methods are easier. And for all of these, you practically need to read. You need these collections of lives of saints that you can find on many Orthodox sites. It has been so long since I've actually checked any of those, but I know that the site of Orthodox Church in America, oca.org, has a pretty good one. But if there's any other, please feel free to share. So the second method would involve, checking the feast day of the saint upon whose day you were born, and simply picking, and because in all probability there will be multiple saints, you picking one of them. The second method involves picking the saint upon whose feast day you were baptized. That one's really popular, and that's I think the primary method in Russia. And the third and the easiest one, which I also really like, is simply taking time every day to read the lives of the saints who are celebrated on that day. That you do this for a year, which is also a good practice if you're a catechumen, and then simply writing down the name of the saint that struck that special chord within you. Well, that's it for today. I hope you liked my methods for picking your own patron saint today. Bye.